a Harvard professor has secretly generated $38,163,149 in binary options profits in just the past 36 months, using only a single software tool that's so accurate the US government wants it banned from the face of the earth. The financial elite are getting jealous. They're breathing down his neck more and more each day, with threats, bribes, and intimidation. They will not stop until they have his software in their hands. They'll get it sooner or later, and when they do, we will forever lose access to the most powerful money-making tool in 100 years. So this Harvard professor has decided that now is the time to change history. Now is the time to share the wealth.
This can't be for real. Larry's Cash Machine just made me $657 in 60 seconds. But what the heck is happening here? Larry's Cash Machine is currently pumping out about $5,000 per day for me consistently. And I haven't even touched it in 12 days. I have no words for this. I mean, is this even legal? I made $6,489 today, more than I usually make in 2 months at my job. And all I did was flick a switch. Holy crap! Thanks to Larry's Cash Machine, I am 100% retired. I now spend most of my days on Lake Banbury, on my boat, smoking cigars. Never in a million years did I imagine this could happen to me, and to think it all happened in only 11 months. Thanks to Larry's Cash Machine, I can now say, officially, I'm a millionaire.
I'm a millionaire.
I'm a millionaire. Millionaire.
This is only the beginning. Larry has vowed to make 500 new millionaires in the next 90 days with his cash machine, before the powers that be snatch it away from us forever. And the next millionaire is you. Welcome to the video that the financial elite don't want you to see. Harvard's dirtiest little secret is out, and the secret is called Larry's Cash Machine.
I'm James Neely, and I'm about to say something to you nobody has ever said to you before. I'm about to hand you, for free, a legally guaranteed way to turn a $250 investment into a passive income stream of $4,000 per day in the next 10 days. Now let me put that in perspective. That's $28,000 per week, $112,000 per month, making you a millionaire within your very first year. And there's only one thing that you need to do to get it. Watch this video to the very end, then follow the simple instructions I'm going to give you, and if you do, every one of you listening to me right now will be making money like a millionaire, even before this presentation is over. Best part? You don't even have to worry about whether it's going to work for you, because we are going to do all the work for you from start to finish. You do nothing but flick a switch. We take over from there and simply start filling your bank account with digitally delivered, cold, hard cash every minute of the day until you have more dollars in there than you ever know how to spend. So tell me, would you exchange a few minutes of your time to become a millionaire? Well, we're about to find out. If you're skeptical of what I just said, no worries. Just click off the page and free up some bandwidth for someone who really wants to be here. I'm actually a skeptic myself, but you've got to know when to be a skeptic. In this case, you have nothing to be skeptical about because we're not selling anything. Notice there is no order button. I will not ask for a penny of your money. We don't have payment processing, so we couldn't take your money if we tried. What we're here to do today is not to take, it's to give. To give a gift to you, and a gift to the whole world. And this gift is a cash machine. In fact, it's the fastest, most powerful technology ever to hit the trading world. This cash machine allows you to instantly jump from lower or middle class to the top 2% of society within 1 year. Even if you have no skills, no cash, no experience, and you're using nothing but an outdated computer in your local library, this cash machine will be delivered to you at some point during this presentation, and it will start making you money immediately. We don't force this gift on anyone. It's only for those who have ever wanted to know what it's like to make new money every time you breathe. Well, this is the ticket. For those who want to buy every house on their block, this will do it. And for those who want to turn their closet into their own personal Gucci store, well, this will get it. And way faster than you think. I can promise you there has never been anything like this before. You are a part of money-making history. So, how do I know this will work so well? Well, that's what you're thinking, right? Well, let me ask you back. How sure are you that 1 + 1 will equal 2 tomorrow, like it did today? There isn't a shadow of doubt in your mind about that, is there? Because that's a mathematical certainty. Well, it's the same thing here. The cash machine you are about to receive operates only on mathematical certainties, nothing else. Just like 1 + 1 equals 2, which means it works as well today as it will work 30 years from now. And the success is so consistent that we can predict the profits down to the penny. You can set your digital clock to it, and it's there at the buzzer every single time. Now, those are just words, though. We all know that seeing is what's really believing, which is why, in a moment, you'll see for yourself average, ordinary people becoming millionaires before your very eyes with the very same software you're about to receive. Some of them have had 50 years of experience. Some never had made an investment in their lives. Didn't matter, because this cash machine takes out the human element. It's 100% completely automated. And it turns a $250 investment into $4,000 per day. With an average mathematical certainty of, get this, 97.8%. Almost perfect accuracy. Something no one ever thought was possible. Imagine getting 97% of horse races right. 97% of your lottery numbers right. You would be wealthy beyond your wildest dreams. That's exactly what's happening with our students who are using this cash machine. Fate has smiled on you. Why? I honestly don't know. Maybe life has been a bit rougher on you than it has been for most people. Maybe you followed 10 different gurus who wouldn't even talk to you after you bought their products. Or maybe you've bought trading software that doesn't even work out of the box. Maybe you've tried to make money online 20 different ways and had 20 different failures. And maybe this is affecting things at home. It's likely your wife or husband is getting sick of this little experiment of yours, which is bleeding cash from your budget every single month. You're starting to wonder if something's wrong with you. And you're tired. Tired of having to have a family meeting every time you want to spend money on something you actually enjoy. Tired of making minimum balance payments on your credit cards. Maybe you're losing hope, and I don't blame you. You don't have any good options. What do we have out there for making a passive income? Internet marketing? Anyone who does it knows it's a full-time job. Same with network marketing. You don't have the money to get started with real estate. And on eBay, you'll never find anything to sell that hasn't already been sold before you by someone else with way more positive feedback than you have. Deep down, you know that the key to your financial freedom is trading. That's why you're here, isn't it? But what to trade? Stocks? How many people do you know who have lost their shirt in the stock market? Yeah, probably a lot. Why? Because the stock market is nothing but an orgy of mega banks and corporations who play the stocks like puppets, ensuring that they always win and you almost always lose. Forex has exactly the same problem. It's all completely rigged by the powers that be. So what's the way for a little guy to get ahead? What's the way for the average man or woman to become a millionaire without saving up a chunk of their paycheck for 60 years? I'll let you in on a little secret that only a sliver of society knows. If you want to get rich now, really rich, very quickly, and without any real effort, there is only one place in the world where you can do that, and that is the binary options market. The binary options market is the only place on earth where you can earn from 25% all the way up to 500% return on your money in just seconds, so long as you have the right technology. Yes, I said seconds. And you have just as much chance to succeed at binary as the elite do. They have no advantage. And even though the potential gains are massive, the potential risk is actually lower than any other investment in the financial world. Because it's the only investment in the world where you know exactly what you could lose before you ever trade a penny. Getting rich is really simple with binary options. It all comes down to the accuracy of your predictions. I'll break it down. Let's take a simple investment of $1,000. If you know how to achieve accuracy of over 60% with an automated tool, you can make a full-time income, $5,000 per month, in 30 days out of that $1,000. If you know how to achieve 70% accuracy, you'll be independently wealthy in 6 months, earning $40,000 per month. If you know how to create 90% accuracy, you can be a millionaire in under a year. Guess what? The exact technology you are about to receive for free is 97% accurate. "97% accurate." I know you're finding that hard to believe, but you'll understand it a lot better when you hear this. See that? That is Harvard University in Cambridge, Massachusetts. Founded in 1636, Harvard is the oldest, most respected school of higher learning in the United States. The greatest influencers in the world have come from here. Theodore Roosevelt, Henry Kissinger, Al Gore, Matt Damon, and yes, the Unabomber. And this is the statistics department of Harvard, run by Whipple Jones. And in this department, you can find a professor who we're going to call Larry. That's not his real name, but that's the name he uses to keep his identity well protected. Larry is a statistician. Now, what do statisticians do? I can give you a long explanation, but in short, they try to predict stuff. Everything from the weather to what's going to happen to the characters in the next Game of Thrones novel. Now keep in mind, it's all a bit of a farce. I mean, most statisticians can talk a good game, but they're actually about as good as predicting anything as a chimpanzee. But a few are good. Very good. Statisticians who can predict events with anything over 70% accuracy are usually commissioned by either the US government, the CIA, or Vegas. Larry posts an average 89% accuracy, making him one of the greatest statisticians to come along in the US in many, many years. Larry was always off the charts. I mean, in school, he was calculating the longitudinal location of the North Star in the year 10,000, while everyone else was figuring out what 4 times 6 is. I mean, he lives in a tiny one-bedroom apartment, mostly filled with books about mathematical philosophy, and 12 of the exact same shirts and pants in the closet, so he won't have to think about it. Very few people know about his talent, but the feds know. It wasn't uncommon to see 2 black bulletproof Lincolns with government plates showing up at his building to get advice on where the next earthquake will strike, or how far yellow fever will spread. Wall Street watched him too, and one day, something Larry did tripped a radar for them. He discovered something that actually scared them. And when they become scared, they become nasty. They wanted Larry out of the picture so they could get what he had to make themselves even more rich and powerful. Almost every other day, Larry would nearly be in a car accident because they would send professional drivers to scare the daylights out of him. Larry had to start carrying a gun. To this day, he's living in fear. What was it that really made them blow a fuse? Well, Larry had taken his talent and begun experimenting with binary options. Their baby. It was completely new to him, but he caught on quickly. He started at just 55% accuracy, That lasted about 5 days. After seeing that data, he began developing his first binary algorithm. But it wasn't just one algorithm he created. He got more data, and then it was 3 algorithms. More data, and then it was 8. And then 28. All in all, Larry developed 65 algorithms over the next few months. More complex than any hedge fund had ever even dreamed of using. He then melded all the algorithms into one, a super algorithm. This revolutionary formula literally accounts for every factor that has ever affected the binary market throughout all of recorded history. His super algorithm accounts for weather changes, election cycles, economic cycles, Federal Reserve policy cycles, war cycles, food shortage cycles, technology cycles, and many, many, many more. With his first 22 algorithms in place, he went from 55% to 62% accuracy. With his 36th algorithm in place, he went from 62% to 74%. And then he added his final set of algorithms. This is where the magic happened. The algorithms were called the trader vector. The trader vector was his realization that the most powerful way to generate massive profits in binary options was to actually stop tracking the options and start tracking the traders of the options. Just imagine, what would happen if you had the trading mind of 100 of the best traders in the world? Then imagine only their best trades are recorded. How accurate would that be? I'll tell you. 97.5% accurate. Something never seen before in history. He began automating these algorithms so it would produce profits a lot faster and it would work around the clock. And what do you know? With Larry's unmatched skill, the software did the job, maintaining over 97% accuracy, but on complete autopilot. And at that moment, something changed. At that moment, becoming a millionaire with passive income became possible for absolutely anyone. This technology he created, he called the cash machine, which we now call Larry's Cash Machine. Here's his first experiment. Now, as you can see, he invested $250 of his money. This is what happened to that money in hour 1, hour 2, hour 3, week 1, week 4, month 6. He reinvested every day and the income kept compounding. And now, since then, it has turned into $34,489,490. Larry now has $19 million invested in cash flow properties around the world. Larry's been offered the world, women, jets, political positions, so much more, if he would just give up his software. But Larry didn't. He said, I don't want to feed into the existing power structure. I want to create a power shift. He said he wanted it in the hands of regular folk who are struggling. He believes that's why he was given the talent he has in the first place. So he vowed to make at least 1,000 new people millionaires in the next year, so they can truly live free. He said if he does that, he will have done something meaningful with his life, should it end today. He started his Millionaire Maker campaign with just 10% of the goal, 100 people, and he filmed every step of it. And we now have 100 videos of regular people becoming millionaires live on camera. It's truly breathtaking. Now, we don't have time to watch them all, but we should show you at least one. So we chose one that's close to our hearts. This is a very sweet lady named Julia that I met with earlier this year. I want you to see her transformation from a broke single mother to a millionaire, just 90 days.